the end of the day on Monday. I'm having to walk home because I've got a flat tire again. So I'm gonna walk to Halfords, get them to sort this shit out, and then go home. It's been a pretty good day actually. There's some really interesting stuff in it that is still sitting on my desk. I forgot it. Whoops. Yeah, it's really nice, it's really interesting, and had a really good chat with a few people that I haven't seen for a while, so it's been really lovely today. Feeling positive.
It's Tuesday. I now have a cold after having to walk from Grays to Halfords yesterday, so I'm just gonna start today by making some soup because I still got lentils to use up, and then that'll do me for lunch for tomorrow and like throughout the week, and then it's dissertation today, and I'm planning on meeting my friend Scarlett so that we can sit and do our dissertations together. I have work to do for Thursday for my seminar, which is basically just finding proper key sources, and like we're just properly getting into it now, so that's stressful. I think I'm gonna start off just by trying to write a small introduction. I always found when I was writing CCS essays that just starting writing it and getting your full articulated thought on the page makes it so much easier to find research that matches that, because if it's just all floating around as buzzwords in your head, like you don't know what the full sentences are, I find that more difficult. So by just starting to write it, then it makes it kind of easier. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna listen to the fashion history podcast, I think it's called Dressed, on Spotify. They're fantastic, and I'm gonna make some soup.
Autumn is my favourite time of year. Everything's so pretty. I've just done about 3 hours of CCS work, basically non-stop, which is unheard of. It was really nice, it was just me and Scarlett chilling out, actually getting to focus, and it works. Like, just being out of my flat is so much more helpful, especially for CCS. I'm about to do some knitting. I made this sample already, which is the reversible circles, and you use different yarns on both sides, and it comes out looking like this. So for this sample I just did like a practice where it was just like green and white. So now I'm going to fiddle around with making it more about the texture and about the colour. So I'm going to use white and a really like pinky beige colour, which is way more similar to the white, so that there's less colour difference. So that's my plan. And I'm going to make another flock sample, a bigger one, so that I can experiment more with the texture of it. So that's my green and white one, the original one, double-sided. This is the pink and white one. The interesting thing about this one as well is that the pink yarn is a cotton, so when I wash this, the white yarn will go all fluffy and might shrink a little bit as well, and the pink yarn won't, so it might change the entire texture and structure of the knit when I wash it, which is quite exciting. I really like this, like, it's so lovely and so pretty, and the structure is really nice, like it feels so squishy, it's so good. Love it. Now I'm going to make another flocking sample, but I'm going to make it really quite large because I have some interesting experiments I want to do with it. I might make a few of them, and they take quite a while, but I think it's going to be totally worth it. And I have quite a lot of yarn to use for it, so Let's go. Something else that was really exciting over the weekend that happened to me was that one of my posts on Instagram got 830 likes. That's the most likes I've ever had. It's actually insane. I don't know what I did, but I'm really thankful for that kind of support. The creative mending community must be extremely active. I had a really good time in the knit workshop today. Got some good samples that, like, they're not good on their own, but I'm going to use them to do other things, and hopefully that'll start this weekend. I'm no longer going to Edinburgh on Friday, so that's postponed for another week, but oh well. And I'm just going to sit and blast through a good bunch of dissertation work right now until I think. That's my plan.
I'd like to do is identify with you today when it would be the best point to do the tutorial. Okay, it says here question.
You know it's a productive meeting when you have so many doodles and highlights. Oh man. But that's the main thing, is to do this. Can't wait. So these are my spoils from the knit room this week. This one is my holding check, which is quite lovely, but I don't think I'm going to use it for much, especially for this project, but it's really nice. Anyway, I don't know why it's rolling so weird, and the top seems to be rolling more than the bottom. I guess that's just because of the like pulling of it, just this thick structure, but we'll find out. These are the ones I really like, and I'm planning to kind of, because there are these like made holes in it, to kind of like darn over some of them just to make a weird, interesting texture. And it's reversible, which is super cool. I really love these and they're really nice to feel. This was just practicing chevrons, I think. I don't like it as much and it's not that obvious. I don't know, I find it kind of hard to see. Maybe the camera picks it up better. And then I have these flocking samples, which, not flocking, plush samples, which are really lovely. So this was the first one I did and it's got kind of holes in the side of it and I just really love it. I made a much larger one which I'm going to be experimenting on with destruction, which will be fun. And I also made this one, which is a mix of lamb's wool and cotton, so when it washes it'll come up in different textures, which I'm quite excited about. So yeah, that's basically what I did this week in the knit room.